Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Hit me a 3-turn. Hey, what's up? A little late, but we here. We're in the midst of some games, so hopefully you all can tune in and catch this along the way. I had to play this one. This is the Crave Attack. Actually, it's everywhere now. I don't know if it's up here in Chicago. We don't do a lot of country line dancing, but across the South, everybody got a fan. Everybody got the boots on the ground. So listen, welcome back. I don't know if this just came out. I don't know if you can see this. It's a new Corona. It's called Corona Sun Brew Citrus Cerveza. They're trying to get into that Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. I think Boston Lager, they make one. It's actually pretty good. So shout out to Corona. This will definitely be my summer beer. So hey, we are into the playoffs. We got a lot of things to talk about. It's been some great series. Really good basketball. Great. This playoffs have been good. Like, some things we knew were going to happen, and it's happening. Some teams are going to get swept. We knew it. Unfortunate injuries have happened, but overall, we've seen some great games. So we're just going to jump right into the series. We're going to go series by series, what's happening, where we are. And we're going to start with the Thunder Grizz. This one is over. And we probably knew it wasn't going to last maybe 5. I think if I look back at my notes, I think I had the Thunder to win this one. I think I had them sweeping this series. I had to find it, but I think I had them. Oh, I actually gave the Grizzlies one game. They would have gotten the game. Ja went down that game. So game 3, the series is over, 4-0, swept. Game 3, Ja goes up. Not a dirty play. Jaren Jackson, not a dirty player. He went for a block. He slid, he was a 2-on-1 fast break. He went to stop the first cutter. Then he threw it back to Ja. So he tried to turn. He slipped. Ja, being Ja athletically, he jumped over Jaren Jackson. He fell tremendously hard. Almost sort of like how Jimmy fell, and similar injuries too. So Ja hit the ground. At that point in the game, Memphis was going berserk. They were up like 20. But then you could just see the wheels fall off quickly. Like, it was a matter of time. That was their shot. That was probably the game they could have won. OKC comes back, turns it on. They win by 2. I think they won by like 5 or 6. Then last night's game, Memphis gave everything they had. Like they went out fighting. They lost by 2. If Ja's healthy, they maybe get 2 games now because they played very hard. Guys stepping up. Jaren Jackson was having great series. They probably miss a little bit of Dylan Brooks. But for OKC, SGA is SGA. But I'm going to tell you, Jalen Williams has been playing his ass off, averaging 23. Chet's averaging 18 and 8 for the series. So they're getting the productivity from the guys that, you need that 3. I think you need 3 consistent scorers. And you're going to see a lot of teams don't have that right now in these playoffs. So that one's over. Thunder beat the Grizz. Series done. They will end up playing the winner of would it be the 1-7-2-4? The Rockets Warriors. So Rockets Warriors, Golden State up 2-1. So we lost Jimmy. Jimmy went down. Similar play, hard fall. Don't know when Jimmy's coming back. It's really on Steph and then whoever steps up for that game. Like, there's no, after Jimmy there, we talked about this. Who's that number 3, number 4 guy? And it's been all over the place. Last night it was Buddy and Gary Payton Jr. The night before was this guy Spencer. Game before, sorry. Draymond is just going to be Draymond. Him and Dylan Brooks are getting into it. Real chippy. This series is kind of chippy. surprisingly, but I guess if you got Draymond and Dylan Brooks on the court, it's going to be chippy. So they've been going at it. Houston, I thought they would have been a little bit better. And maybe this is just being back in the playoffs. They're a young team. They don't have a clear number one scorer. If you look at the team, like Jalen Green, in the 3 games so far, he's had 9 points, 38.7 points. Fred VanVleet averaging like 11 for the series. Segun is the leading scorer right now. Is he the guy? I don't think so, but right now he's the guy. So they don't really have a true number one, and that might be their derailing in this series. So I picked the Warriors. I'm still going with the Warriors even without Jimmy. I think Steph can put him on his back and he can get him there. So I think that's what we'll see. I'm going to say the Clip Nuggets for last. We'll talk Lakers-Wolves. Timberwolves up 2-1. This damn Ant-Man, I can't repeat what he said. The second part, he's like, I make $300 million and my blank, blankety, blank, blank, blank. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. But Ant-Man's something else. He's different, but they play hard. And I think the Lakers had the same problem as the Warriors. Who's that third guy? Is it Austin Reeves? Is it Rui? Who's going to be that number 3 guy to help Luka and LeBron? Luka didn't play well. He was supposed to be ill. LeBron went off for 38. LeBron can't sustain that level of play for a whole 7-game series. And this is probably going 5 or 6. I think in this one I picked Minnesota. What did I have here? I had Minnesota. No, I actually had the Lakers in 6. I might be wrong on that one. I think Minnesota will probably end up winning this series. And the reason I say they're going to win, we know who their big 3 guys are. And they have a 4th. So Ant-Man, Randall, and Jaden McDaniels have been hooping. And then you throw in Naz Reid. And the Lakers really don't have an answer for Naz Reid. I think the core of their team is just better. It's a team and they're just better. 4 guys are better than 2 guys. Okay, just simple math. And I think that's what's going to be the big difference in Minnesota getting over the hump and winning this series. Their superstar, I'm just going to say it, I think Ant-Man's probably the best player out there right now. He's doing both sides of the court. So I like Minnesota. I'm gonna take it back what I said. I just don't think Luka's playoff ready. They're not there yet. Minnesota is ready. They want to get back to where they were last year. Now this next series, this one has been flat out amazing. The Clippers and the Nuggets. This was more than what I expected. These 2 teams, Kawhi's back. Kawhi might be the best player in the league right now. And just for this point in time, for these playoffs. Kawhi is back, silky smooth. The mid-range is there. Last night's game was amazing. Denver got the win on the Aaron Gordon alley-oop. Haven't seen that since Derek Whittenburg to Lorenzo Childs back in 77. Great series. I still like the Nuggets in this one. And the reason I like the Nuggets in this one because everyone is playing right now. Russ didn't play the other night, but they're getting productivity all the way from, Joker's Joker. I think Joker's averaging, he had 36 of 21 the other night. I think he's averaging like 30 and 15 for the series. But 6 guys averaging double digits. So if I can get that starting 5 plus Russ, and if Michael Porter to me is the guy that changes this series, if he's consistently giving you 14 to 15 a game and shooting well, because when he shoots, all that does is give Joker space to operate. If him and Murray can knock down some shots and the Joker can operate, it's going to be hard to beat. Now, my man Zubac over there is playing well too. He averaging a double-double. He's had some huge games in this series. He's holding it down for them in the middle, but he can only do so much, man. It's the Joker. But Kawhi and Harden, we haven't seen Norman Powell go crazy yet. That's kind of the one I'm waiting on. I'm also Brogdon Bogdanovic. I'm expecting a little more from him. He's a seasoned veteran. I would have thought by now he's found his rhythm and he's kind of taken some games in that second unit and just kind of carried the Clippers, but it hasn't happened yet. So great series. It's tied 2-2 now. I still like the Nuggets in this one. And I want to see who did I pick in this one originally. I took the Nuggets in 7, so that's probably going to hold on. I got the Nuggets in 7 on this one. So, so right now we got the Thunder in, still pulling for the Warriors. I think the Wolves will get this one. I initially picked the Lakers, but I think the Wolves are gonna prevail in this series. And this Nuggets Clippers, I got the Nuggets, but if the Clippers were to win, I wouldn't be surprised. Just because of the way they're playing now, everyone's healthy. And right now, the playoffs come down to health. You look at the Warriors, the Grizzlies, it's already hit a couple of teams in the East. So let's see where we go. So let's flip over to the East. Cleveland and Heat, kind of what we expected, right? The Heat just doesn't. Losing Jimmy, they don't have a big man. Cleveland just too powerful, too good. 7 guys in double figures. They shot 50% from the field for this series, 42% from the 3. They're just dominating. Shout out to Evan Mobley. He got Defensive Player of the Year. He beat out Draymond and Dyson Daniels. I like it. Mobley, like we said, I picked him on the All-NBA team. He's there. Like, we've seen him arrive. I know we knew he was talented. We saw glimpses his rookie year. I think now he's found his own. He's in a good spot with Cleveland. So shout out to him, man. So this one right now is 3-0. I think Cleveland puts this away tonight. This series is over. The Heat just don't have enough firepower. It comes down to Bam and Tyler Hero, and that's just not enough, right? Again, same thing. Who's that third? Andrew Wiggins isn't there yet. He hasn't found his rhythm with this team. He could be the third guy. Duncan Robinson's way down on the bench. So we don't know. The Heat, it's just not there. So they're done. So that'll be over with. So then we go to the Celtics. Interesting series. They're talking about injuries now. This could get very interesting and problematic for the Celtics. Tatum missed a game. Wasn't bad. They survived. Drew Holiday has missed the last 2 games. They lost this last one. And why this is important, because he's the glue defensively to this team. He's the motor, right? You look at what they've done since he joined. He got them to that championship. He brought that championship pedigree to the Celtics. Now, it's always been there, but to this current team, he brought what he had over in Milwaukee, and that was a difference maker for Tatum and Brown, and got them to the next level. So he's out now. Kristaps, man, got bloodied up last game, but he's playing well. But in my mind, this series come down to who's core 2 guys. Now, both teams kind of have a little bit of a third guy. Boston definitely does. For the Magic, of course, they're out. Mo Wagner, Jalen Suggs is out. But Cole Anthony has stepped up to be that third scorer. But it's going to come down to who's, in this situation, whose big 2 are better. The combination of Wagner and Paolo, Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero versus Tatum and Brown. Right now, Orlando's guys are out playing Tatum and Brown, and that's how they're keeping these games close. Like, those 2 dudes are 32 and 26. Paolo's averaging 32. Wagner's averaging 26, whereas Tatum and Brown are 26 and 23 respectively. They're carrying them right now. So, I mean, Celtics are probably going to put it away, but I think the Magic gets another game out of this series. They easily get one more out of this. We had them, this series, actually I had them sweeping. I had the Magic at a sweep, so that ain't happening. So I'm going to go 4-2 Magic on 4-2 Celtics on this one. Peyton Pritchard, shout out, 6th man of the year. He beat out Malik Beasley and Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter. So shout out to him. It's happened. This may be the third or fourth. I think Kevin McHale did it twice. Bill Walton did it. And I think the third was Bob Cousy, whom they named it. The award is named after. But shout out to Peyton Pritchard. He's going to have to step up today with Drew Holiday out, though. He's going to have to, lead the team, not just offensively, but he's going to have to set a defensive tone against these guys to get the Celtics rolling. Knicks Pistons, actually happening right now. I stepped away so we could talk. This is probably the second best series next to that Clippers-Nuggets series. This is a gritty East, old school rivalry basketball game. And these young guys are stepping up. The game has been physical. They got into it today. They got into it. You got Cat, Brunson, Cade, Isaiah Stewart. You know he always ready to throw some hands. Jaden Durham for the Pistons has been outstanding. Playing, he's sort of dominating New York's big guys right now. He's just dominating. So if the Pistons get this one, I still like the Knicks in 7, but the Pistons gonna make them work very hard in this series. Like they're gonna push their, like even right now as we speak, they just tied the game up and their back is against the wall. They're protecting home court. Cade is that guy. Like he's an all-star. We said it. He's second team All NBA. I want to see Harris and Beasley. I need a little more production out of them. Tim Hardaway has been shooting lights out, but I think Beasley hasn't found his rhythm yet, and Harris needs to step it up a notch. If that were to happen, they could turn this series, but they really have to step up. On the other side of the ball with the Knicks, it seems like a common theme. Like I think they have their third guy in OG. He's kind of doing his thing. Cat's been playing well. Brunson as well. The bigs, they're not getting much out of Mitchell Robinson right now. And I know he's been injured a lot for the year. So not quite sure where Mitchell's going to fit in. But they in order for them to succeed, they're going to have to protect the paint, play big. Cat's going to have to kind of dominate. Brunson's doing his thing, averaging 33 in this over the first 3 games in this series. So I like it. So the Knicks will take that one. Then we go over to, and this one has bigger ramifications than just this first round. Pacers Bucks. The Pacers are an interesting team. I'm starting to hear a lot of people don't like Halliburton, man. I didn't know that, but a lot of hate towards Halliburton. Maybe it's because of all the fun he had during the Olympics and girls everywhere having a good time. But hey, let him live his life. But right now, this series is 2-1 Bucks. The Bucks got one last night with night before last. Giannis had about 38 and 17, something crazy. Dame is back, but you can tell he's not in his form yet, right? So he's still trying to get it back, get his legs back together. Not sure if there's enough time where he's going to be able to make a difference, because this literally could be over. Like this is similar to how the Warriors are right now. The Bucks are only going to go as far as Giannis can take them right now. So if Giannis can put up some 40-20 games, 40-20 games, they can win some games in this series. That's what it's going to take. Kuz, I expect more out of Kuz. I'm a little surprised, man. He went goose egg. I think Kuz had, it was just goose egg, 0-0-0-0-0 across the board. Like you can't play 23 minutes and do nothing. Like just stop. It can't do it. Kuz has been very disappointing. Gary Trent Jr. has stepped in, played a great role, playing well. Kevin Porter Jr. is playing well. Bobby Portis is back, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. And it has to be consistent. Like, I can't have you playing well one game, you don't show up the next. Like, guys, when it comes to the playoff, guys have to be consistent. Every game, you have to be on your best. And that's what they're not getting. Whereas in Indiana, they got like 7 guys that just produce. Like Indiana, no superstars. You can say Halliburton's superstar, but they got a bunch of very good players that play well collectively. And I think this is where we're going to end up. You look at the teams that are winning. The Nuggets have a loaded roster, but they got a lot of guys that know their role and play consistent. Oklahoma City, a lot of depth. Guys play their roles. You got 5 or 6 guys averaging double figures. That's going to be the new makeup of teams, man. We're going to get away from this trying to put 2 or 3 stars together. We saw it happen in Phoenix. Like, let's just get back to building our team, getting guys that work well together, have balanced scoring, and that'll be the model for winning the championship. And I think that's where we're going to end up. But the bigger thing to this series, going back to the Pacers Bucks, is this will be the 3rd year in a row Giannis has went out in the first round. So what's next? Because Giannis demand that he want out. They really don't have much. You know, I told you when it happened that trading Drew Holiday was the beginning to the end of the Bucks. Lopez is older. Sorry, Norm, but he's older. You got rid of Middleton. He was on his backside of his career. Kuzma may help, may not. Dame just didn't help. It didn't help. I'm sorry. Yeah, you brought in points, but you lost some of that leadership, the defensive intensity. You lost an identity when you traded Holiday. So I'll be surprised to see if Giannis sticks around. You know, he's not the demanded trade kind of guy, but he wants to win. He's got a taste of it. He got a championship. He wants to get there again. He doesn't want to wait 5 more years and go through a rebuilding process to get there. So he may just go say, hey, like, find something good for me. So we'll see. All right. So we went through everything. We got all the series. Like, by the time we get back together, we should have started the second round. So let's see. So enjoy these games today. God bless y'all, man. I'm always glad to be here. Enjoy y'all. Like I say, this been some great games. We got it coming up next. You'll have Lakers, Mavs. I like the Mavs in this one. This could be 3-1. So we got to see. Luka, they better show up, right? And then the nightcap, we got the Pacers, Bucks later on tonight. And then we have the Celtics and the Magic. So, hey, y'all enjoy the games. I'll talk to you soon. God bless.